Hello everyone, my name is Sophie and welcome back to my channel. I haven't done a reading vlog or any type of full video in a while. It's been a little over a month and I just kind of had the urge to do one this week, so here we are. It's July 24th and I have met my reading goal. My goal for the year was to read 30 books, which I met, and I just finished my 36th book of the year. I definitely could have had a higher goal, but I honestly didn't know how much I could read. Last year, I only read 21 books, so I just thought 30 would be a good goal. But I ended up not working full-time this summer, so I had so much more time to read and not taking any summer classes or anything. I was just living the life, so it's been fun. The book that I just finished is Friend Zone by Abby Jimenez, and it is a contemporary romance book. It was a book that I read on my Kindle, and I think it was like 380 pages. It followed Kristen. She is a woman who works for herself. She makes dog clothing and accessories. And Josh, who is a fireman slash like emergency driver. They start to hang out with each other because his best friend and her best friend are getting married, so it's like the relationship between the maid of honor and the best man getting to know each other. They end up being in the friend zone because of some circumstances that I'm not going to say in case they're a spoiler. So the book that I'm currently reading on my Kindle is the second book in the Friend Zone series by Abby Jimenez, and this one is called The Happy Ever After Playlist. With any of Abby Jimenez's books, you can read them as standalones, but they kind of count in a series because the characters just come from the same universe. So it helps with understanding the characters a bit more if you are to read the other ones first. So that's what I'm doing, and I love this book so far. I kind of flew through the first half of it because I was sick the other night and had nothing else to do but read, and I read like 100 pages in one night, which is kind of a lot for me. I'm 57% of the way into the Happy Ever After playlist, and I have 3.5 hours left. I don't know, I love it so far. I think I like it more than Friend Zone just because I like the main characters more. I'm not gonna say what this book is about yet because if you haven't read Friend Zone, then I think it kind of gives what happens in Friend Zone away by describing what happens in the second book, even though you could read it by itself. So we'll just say I like it a lot. I normally don't read 2 books at once, but a couple of weeks ago, I went to Target with my boyfriend, and I asked him to pick out a book for me to read, and he did. I just haven't read it yet, so this is the book that he chose. Dungeons and Dragons, the Fallbacks Bound for Ruins. Here's the thing, there is literally nothing wrong with this book. If you're into Dungeons and Dragons or fantasy, there's literally nothing wrong with that. I just have never read a fantasy in my life, discluding Twilight and Harry Potter. Literally, in my adult life, I have never read a fantasy book, and so this will be my first. I did read like the first couple of pages. I know I have to go back because I didn't understand anything. I did play Dungeons and Dragons before, so I understand a little bit of the terminology, but like other than that, I'm a little bit lost. I'm gonna take notes on the book and then just hopefully create a guide for myself to understand it more because I was a little bit lost. This is the first hardback that I've read since I think last year when I had a library book. I'm a paperback and Kindle girly. I just think hardbacks are so much work and I don't want to like ruin it. The actual book is pretty, the white and the purple with the gold. I really like that. I'm going to read for a little bit. I'm gonna start this, read a chapter, and take some notes. Oh, I also forgot to mention this. My boyfriend and I decided I will read a chapter, then he'll read one, and then we'll just like keep going back and forth, and we'll like buddy read it, just because this is like his genre. It's something that he's interested in, and he's not gonna want to read a romance. Like, let's just get that straight. He will not want to do that. So that's what we're gonna do, and I think it's gonna be fun. Let's go take notes on that, and then I'll have enough time to read some of the Happy Ever After playlist before I have stuff to do later. So I'll keep you updated. I also forgot to say, I'm in my bathroom because I have really good lighting in here, and like the good like lighting from a light. My bedroom, I only have good, like, natural light. Does that make sense? Okay, whatever. You guys, it's about an hour later since I last spoke with you, and I read the first chapter of Dungeons and Dragons book, and I took notes like I said I would. So I just used a piece of paper instead of writing in the book or putting sticky notes in it because I just couldn't find any sticky notes. So I just wrote about the characters and I was like writing the descriptions. Then I noticed the characters are literally on the cover of the book. So now I don't have to picture them, you know? Even like this little pet monster guy is on the cover of the book. Then I read a little bit more of the Happy Ever After playlist. I started crying. Literally a minute after I started reading, I started crying. It was so good. And now I think we're gonna go to Target because I just want to. So let's see if I buy anything good. Okay, I'm back from Target now. And I actually didn't spend that much money. I only got 2 things. And neither were things that I needed. The first thing that caught my eye at Target was in the toy section. So I don't know if you can see here on my TV stand, I have a whole array of collectibles. And right here are all of my Sanrio ones. Actually, not all of them. My grandma has some. These are ones that Target had about a month ago. They're the Sanrio character with like a snack. So this is Pom Pom Puron, Cinnamoroll, Karopi. Those are the only ones of those that I have. And I was just looking at them today and then I noticed that this is actually a different thing. And I already opened it, so that's why it's ripped. But it's Hello Kitty and Friends, and then it's them with these Dreamland things to hold instead of snacks. Here are the ones that you're able to get. If you guys care, you can pause the video and look at them. I wanted Hello Kitty just because out of the guys that I have, I don't have Hello Kitty, Kuromi, or My Melody, and I just wanted Hello Kitty. So I felt around for one, and I got it. So here she is. She's with like a cute little night cloud, and she's so freaking adorable. So now I'm gonna put her over here. See the sleeping Tuxedo Sam, although he's not from the same collection, him sleeping really fits in. And that was only $4, so that was a steal. Then the other thing that I got was also not anything that I needed, but it's something that I wanted. These are so freaking good. The Dots cinnamon and sugar pretzels. These things are just... That's my Target haul. I'm gonna figure out what I'm gonna have for dinner. I honestly don't know how much more I'll read tonight just because it's already 7:30 and Big Brother comes on at 9 and I still have to shower and everything, so I don't know. I always read before bed though. That's like a given thing. I will always read before bed. It's just like what I do to fall asleep. So we will see and I'll let you know. I was just doing my skincare and I realized that I forgot to tell you guys some pretty exciting news. Yesterday, I was on Instagram and applying for giveaways like I usually do. I got this ad for ARCs, and there was this writer who was just looking for readers and reviewers to sign up for ARCs, and you can get one. And for those who don't know, an ARC is an ARC Advanced Reader Copy. So authors who are about to publish a book can send an ARC to big fans or reviewers or whatever so they can get a copy of the book before it's actually out. They can review it and post about it, and then people can hear about it and see if they want to read it or not before the book comes out and like in anticipation of the book. I just thought it was exciting because this is my first ever ARC. So the author's name is Elaine Evans, and the book title is All In. It comes out September 10th, I think. I forgot to tell you guys that, and I think I might actually read it next after I finish the Happy Ever After playlist, just because it's really exciting. So this is what it looks like. Oh my gosh, I have a freaking ARC. On the cover it says, "My dearest Maria, do you ever think about what we could have been? Yours, Sam." I never really look at the synopses of books before I read them. I just like going into them blind because sometimes I feel like the synopsis can just give spoilers. So I don't know what this book is about, but I do know it's a romance. And that's all that matters. This is my type of book. I like clean romances though, so I will be honest on if I like it or not. You know, sometime in this vlog we will get to that book and I'll give you guys my thoughts on my first arc. It's just so exciting. Okay. Now I think I'm gonna take a shower and then we will probably watch Big Brother. Then I will read more and let you know how the Happy Ever After playlist is going. Okay, so I'm in my kitchen now. I realized that I hadn't eaten dinner, but I have this acai bowl that you can thaw. So I'm gonna open this and eat it while I read some more of the Happy Ever After playlist. I put the acai bowl in the microwave. Oh, it's gonna be like ice cream. It's gonna be so good. Hello everyone, it is Thursday. I did a little clip earlier of me reading the Happy Ever After playlist. I'm editing this vlog now. Please tell me why every time I'm about to say the Happy Ever After playlist, I forget what the title is. And I'm like looking up into the corner like, girl, you knew what you were reading. Why? It's literally an easy title. Like every single time I say it, I literally like the Happy Ever After playlist. Like oh my gosh. And I ended up finishing it today. I read so much of it last night, and then I only had 20 minutes of it left whenever I woke up. So like this afternoon I finished it. And it was very good. I rated it 4 stars. I thought it could have been a 5-star book for me, but I just think that the first half of the book was so much better than the second half. I could not give it 5 stars, unfortunately. Then I started my arc read, which is All In by Elaine Evans. And I only got like a chapter into it because I got busy and had to do some work stuff. It is 3:05 p.m. right now. This is gonna sound so silly. I live with my grandparents and my grandma loves beer. So now that I'm 21, I'm able to go get it for her, and that's what I'm gonna do. So then I'm going with my boyfriend to his eye doctor appointment, and I think we might be doing dinner with his family too. I just decided I was gonna put on some face makeup because I'm breaking out a bit there, and I just want to get it covered up. I didn't think you'd want to be in it. Okay, well, I had it propped up on you. Whatever. Hey guys, so it is obviously a little bit later. I just wanted to give an update on the arc so far, All In by Elaine Evans. So I read a little bit before dinner and I just wanted to give my initial thoughts. The story is about Maria and Sam. They met in 1990 in high school. Present time takes place in 1995. where, you know, they've been dating for a while. Sam wants to propose. Maria is going through some stuff because she's a people pleaser, and like that's her character trait that you need to know about. I just read the scene where they met in high school, and it was, I don't want to be rude, but it was kind of cringy. This is what it reminded me of. Whenever I was in high school and like I had a crush on a guy or something, and then I would come home and just like daydream, like, wouldn't it be cool if he did this and then this and like gave me all this attention, even though like never talking to him before. Literally, Maria had this crush on Sam, but she had never spoken to him before. He shows up in her class in the seat next to her and says, "You want to have lunch with me?" And then he had like a whole date planned out. That is the most unrealistic thing ever. Like, that's the only thing that I can compare that to, is like the little daydreams you would have in high school of a guy that you had a crush on. Like, and I think it's supposed to be real. I don't think it was her daydreaming like that happened. I'm pretty sure it actually happened, but that was only like 15 pages in. I don't want to give any more spoilers. I just wanted to say that because I had a very strong opinion on that. So I'll talk to you guys in the morning. Hi everyone. So it is 2 p.m. the next day. It's Friday, July 26th, and last night I read more of All In. I got to page 99, then I fell asleep, and this morning I woke up and then I read some of it. I read to page like 175, and I decided I was done. I could not keep going with it. It's like I meant to review it, so I'm just going to be honest and give you my thoughts. Being a people pleaser, like there is a limit to being a people pleaser. This girl, Maria, she wanted to keep staying in relationships with men who would give her money in order to help her parents. And she didn't talk to Sam or anybody that she trusted about it. She was just like, I have to do this for my family. Like, no, you don't. You literally don't. The writing was kind of cringy. I'm going too far, aren't I? I just really could not get into it. I didn't vibe with the writing. I skimmed through a bit and I realized, you know what, I made the right decision, because I still had like 5 hours left in the book and I just wanted to be done with it. I just marked it as read on Goodreads. I started The Housemaid today because I haven't read the Housemaid series by Frida McFadden yet, and it's on Kindle Unlimited. So you know what, I was just like, let's see if a thriller will be good for me. So, you know, I've only been reading romances and that arc just really didn't sit well with me. So I started that. Now I'm gonna do an ab workout, and then in a little bit I'm gonna be going to the gym. This next week, starting tonight, I'm gonna be dog and house sitting. So you'll see me in like a different setting. Also, I did do my skincare this morning and I have this huge pimple. So I put a star patch on it. That's what that is. The pimple was hurting me so bad I had to pop it. I'll keep you all updated later. Hey guys, so it is the next day. It's Saturday and I was not feeling too good this morning because I couldn't fall asleep until like 3 a.m. and then I had to get up at 9 to feed these guys. Then I took a nap until like 11:30 and made some coffee and ate my Burger King leftovers, and I've just been reading. Now I am 37% into The Housemaid. I'm 121 pages in. There still hasn't been a like climax or conflict or anything yet, so I'm interested to see what happens. It's pretty good though. It's really fast. I really like how short the chapters are. That's my favorite part about it. So I'm gonna keep reading. Hey guys, it is 2 days later. I didn't record anything yesterday because I was just chilling and reading, but I wanted to give you a little bit of an update. I did end up DNFing all in, so I just didn't finish it. I could not. I think I got like 50% in, and I couldn't go any further. It was just like it wasn't my vibe. I have Kindle Unlimited, so I was looking for a book to read, and I read The Housemaid by Frida McFadden, and I loved it. It was like a cozy thriller. Obviously, it had me on the edge of my seat, but I wasn't scared. I really liked it. I rated it 5 stars. And then I'm almost done with the second one in the Housemaid series, which is The Housemaid's Secret. And I like it so far too. I honestly kind of like it more than the first one because I like the setting. It takes place in like a different setting, and I really like it. I highly recommend. Obviously, it's a very popular series, but if you haven't read it yet, I highly recommend. I don't know what I was waiting for. I have read other books by Frida McFadden. I think I read The Coworker, and I didn't really like it. I think I rated that one like 3 stars. So the Housemaid series, definitely worth the hype. This dog, okay, he will not leave me alone. Also, yeah, I'm in pajama shorts. I came back from the gym and I didn't want to be in my leggings anymore. My current TBR is the 3rd book in the Friendzone series by Abby Jimenez, which is Life's Too Short. And then obviously the 3rd book in the Housemaid series. I think it's called The Housemaid is Watching, and it came out like a year or 2 ago, so it's fairly recent. And then I also have this, which I do think this is going to be my next read, The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna, because this has been so popular. I remember hearing about this back in like 2018 whenever I first like got into reading books that weren't just romances. And The Nightingale is a historical fiction book. It takes place during World War II in Paris. I'm not the type of person who reads the synopsis of a book before I read it, just because I like to be fully surprised by what happens in the book. So all I know is that it takes place in Paris, 2 sisters, World War II, and historical fiction. So I've never read a historical fiction, I don't think. I don't know. Check my Goodreads. Maybe I have. I don't know. But we'll see. I'm excited. I got this copy at a half-price books store, and I got it for like $8, and it doesn't even look used. So yeah, this is like an almost 600-page book. I think like 550 pages. So I'm going to be starting this next because I've been reading such easy books this summer, and I feel like I'd rather read a hard book in the summer when I don't have classes than in the fall whenever I'm struggling to just get schoolwork done. So I'm gonna be reading that next. I'm probably not gonna vlog it, but I just wanted to let you know. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, do all of that. And, you know, let me know if there's anything book related you'd like to see me do. I do try to keep up to date with YouTube Shorts every so often with just lifestyle stuff, not always book stuff. So if there's any type of video or content you'd like to see me do, let me know. I'm also always posting on my Instagram at Sophie Macheski if you just, you know, miss me on here. Okay, thanks. Bye.